I'm trying to stand up. I'm trying to summarize. The third people are people of the Third Testament. The third people. I say the what? The third people. 21, 3 and 4. God will always make a people and give them a destiny. The type he makes determines their destiny. Now, book is part of life. Book. Don't read something you don't supposed to read. Don't develop a soul you don't need. Don't develop a thinking pattern that will corrupt your destiny. When the lion comes, he will not preach the message of the lamb, because he's a Third Testament person. I say he's a Third Testament person. Jesus didn't grow from lamb prophets. He grew from grace and truth. He knew that the law and prophet must not form him. Listen, I'm telling you, it's part of the mistake I've made in my life. Don't allow yourself to be formed by things that should not form you. Because you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You cannot be structured wrongly. Otherwise, you miss your destiny. Let me say it again. I said somebody must avoid being structured wrongly. There is nothing that Jesus did like protecting himself. Here in 7:15 of the book of John, he avoided the school of the Pharisees. The third people are for Third Testament. If you are built, you can't be built 2 times. 2032 House of Apostles, I commend you to God and word of grace. The word of grace must be word of vengeance, not grace and truth. You cannot be a lawyer after you have studied medicine. Why didn't I know? Remember that they form your thought, they form the strength of your soul, they form your imagination, and then they can. A war, you don't have a formed imagination to win. You can't win it. Now, those who should allow Third Testament to solidify their mental base and give them fortified fortress, imagination to win war, must not take any fortification that is lower than that. You see, immortality is a fortification. It's a strength. I say immortality is what? It's also what? It's a strength of a protected people. When you say, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Somebody say that guy know the tire. I say it's a fortified life by a particular ideology. By a particular ideology that break grounds. They are tear places. That have what is called sustainable strength, valor, intercontinuity. Oh, excuse me. We were talking about how far ago time ago. What about if we don't have strength of focus to stay steady? I was talking about stream. Going to stream. The last time we went was 15 years. And since that time we have been going every April. We are not sustained because we prayed. No. It's not prayer that sustains us. What sustains us is protected imagination. It's word. It's a fortress. It's a shield. It's power. It's that God cannot fail, and God is one with his word. John 1:1. He can't fail. 14, the word became human being. He cannot fail. The word can't fail. And so, if Jesus avoided the law and the prophets, then we will hold tenaciously to the mirror of vengeance. 19:11 to 16. There is a man on the horse. He came from heaven. That is my guardian angel. I will never feel another spirit. He prances with armies of heaven. Vesture deep in blood, word of God. Sword that smite all nations. All who are reigned in battle against him, they all died. Whether it is false prophet or king of the earth. That is a strength. I know the power of imagination. I know. Wait. If what I'm saying is nothing, do I look like someone who is tired? It's not luck, it's being gagged. Is that the earth will break. Where the Lagos does not have any, where the Lagos get energy to stop me, they are joking. Ordinary joke. I said what? Joke. The earth? Joke. If the earth is committed to man, they will bow down in time. I said if the earth is committed, I said they would what? They will bow down in time. Finally on this, please hear me. Protect yourself. All men will never be the same. Both in your choice, both in your decisions, both in your thinking. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. After a time, we will be different from ourselves. There is no destiny that two people can share. That's why the lion is different from the lamb. Oh, did you, excuse me? When we're talking about the wicked husbandman to one of the book of Matthew, did you ask why Jesus did not tell his son the secret that can keep him from the wicked husbandman? Why? He didn't tell him because men will always be different. And can I tell you something? It will be unrighteousness for God to tell Jesus those things. Because mysteries that are supposed to depend on time to be released cannot be released before that time. 2,000 years ago, grace was relevant. And then through effort of men and activity of God, after 2,000 years, grace is going to produce vengeance. And this is the time grace and truth should produce vengeance, according to calculation, based on human effort. So vengeance couldn't have come 2,000 years ago. It would have been unrighteous. And then all the grace that was accumulated in 2,000 years to produce vengeance was not available at that time. So God couldn't have told his and her the secret that is meant for this season. So if your family have suffered so much and produced you, that you must have respect for the price they paid. If something great came to you from somewhere else, you must have respect. And then you should expect respect. Like if you're here, you have trained your children and they come out of school, you should expect respect and reward from them. Because they took something from you. And then that's not emotion. Expecting reward is not emotion. Expected to be treated fine is not emotional. It's regard. It is placing value on what you lost. What you lost, you should live by. Something that the time has come. So there is no way God would have been emotional in telling Jesus what Jesus must not know. Telling the lamb can't tell lion. Because that revelation is meant for this time. And that revelation is meant to build the millennial kingdom, not spiritual kingdom. Church, is it great? It's meant for third people, not even the church. You see this church, this present church, this thing that I see that I believe in, that they are believing. God have left it already. I said, God, wait a minute. In another 10 years, an Umuchu man will not have any place to plant cassava. My lion will devour that land, even here. The lion of immortality will devour the land thoroughly. It will not devour it physically. It will go to the root of existence, by who he is. I said by. For the third people, for the oath. I said for the oath. For the oath of that value. Now, I was saying that I was going to say something about I had a course on when people love foolishness. Love foolishness. They're not covenant with death. There are people that love foolishness. I've met so many people that are friends of the angel of foolishness. As a preacher, every day they lie on the same bed with the angel that encourages foolishness. But it's not today I will tell you about that angel, it's tomorrow. That, you see, because wherever evil and delay and poverty thrive, somebody made effort to parley with foolishness. So it doesn't matter. Feel emotional about when we talk about poverty, you'll be beating poverty. This is something that have killed so many people we should slaughter, and you're having emotion for the angel of poverty that has planned for you that you should not even have bicycle. I'm going to launch into prayer with this course on the Third Testament is the testament of God. That's my last. And that's course 15, is it? The Third Testament is a testament of God. The First Testament is of the law. It belongs to a spirit called law. And the human messenger is Moses. Second Testament is a testament of Jesus, the Son of God. The Third Testament is God's testament. And that is the last. So we are in the time of God's testament. If something is very important, like what I'm about to say now, is very important, and your neighbor doesn't know it, don't teach him that. But enjoy the power of what you know. I say your neighbor. You see, because God will never be liberal with revelation. I say God will. This is the only time in the story of man and the last when God will be a testator. Moses was with Israel, testifying for the law. Jesus Christ is with the church, testifying for grace and truth. The third people for the Third Testament, we have God himself. And that's what is called